Hello, everybody. You still legally have to say hello back. It is Captain Boring. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a safe and fun, relaxing weekend. If not, too bad. Get over it. Next weekend's coming up. LOL. I am your host, Captain Boring. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is your 10-minute sports report. This is where everyone gets their daily dose of sports for 10 minutes. Can't wait an hour long to get to your highlights on SportsCenter. Your favorite team? Well, you won't get that here either because I cover just the highlights and the sports topics, plus the lowest salary teams in baseball. So why don't we just jump right in to me talking at you for the next 8 to 10 minutes. Well, Michigan's had an exciting day. So Michigan, just like they did with Jim Harbaugh, is going to suspend offensive coordinator Sharon Moore as part of self-imposed penalties for violating NCAA rules during recruiting during the COVID-19 dead period that led to Jim Harbaugh's punishment. Harbaugh said Monday that an analyst will be elevated to fill Moore's spot on the staff Saturday against East Carolina. My guess is Kirk Campbell, quarterback coach, who they just brought in from Old Dominion this offseason, will serve as offensive coordinator. Sharon Moore and Jim Harbaugh will be allowed to lead the team in practice, though, this week, so they can install the game plan, coach the game plan. They just will not be calling games. Listen, East Carolina, you probably bet them plus the points because it was really high anyway. It was like 36 points. Michigan, my guess, is going to rely on their defense. Jesse Minter, going to be head coach, also defensive coordinator, and also, and then just the running game. The offensive line, defensive line, let them dominate the game. Let Corm Edwards and Benjamin Hall, freshman running back, dominate that game. Get in, get out, get your offense coordinator back for game 2. Again, not tough games. I would be sweating a lot if we actually had to play a Power 5 school. East Carolina scares me. They can put up some points now. They have a good system. They can put up some points. However, if Michigan goes in with Michigan is the only school that beat us, we have to focus on getting better, not worry about our opponents. They should be just fine. Harbaugh's had quite the day because today he also came out and said that students, athletes, should get a share of the revenue that the NCAA makes. I'm not sure why this is coming out now. Jim Harbaugh, much like the NCAA, is a day late and a dollar short. Not a dollar short, but a day late. Like, we know. He's basically taking this time to bash the NCAA because of his punishment, and he can't bash them for his punishment. So he's going to bash them for something else. So this is just his way of getting it back. Yes, we know. This isn't also the first time the Michigan coach has shared the thought that student athletes should benefit from new television deals, but it was the most direct. He told reporters that it's time for a change and that athletes themselves should have benefits from billions of dollars generated by the sport. Here's the thing. If that starts to happen as well, playing devil's advocate, it is no longer... We're not really college football, but it's really no longer college football. So that is that. It would be moving to basically, it is semi-pro now, but it would be 100% semi-pro basketball with no relations to the colleges whatsoever. Time to move on to the lowest salary teams in baseball. One of the best teams in baseball that just so happened to have one of the lowest salaries, the Baltimore Orioles. They won 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Colorado Rockies, 5-4, 5-4, 4-3. I kind of feel like that's a tennis match there. And then they lost 4-3. So they won 5-4, 5-4, and then they lost 4-3. So they've lost a game. They still sit at 81-49, still lead the AL East against the Tampa Bay Rays, who, speaking of, Tampa Bay the Tampa Bay Ways are on a 2-game winning streak. They won 2 out of 3 against the Yankees. They lost 6-2, but then won 3-0 and then won 4-0. They sit 2.5 games back of the Baltimore Orioles. What I'm going to do live right now is when is the last day of Major League Baseball? When does baseball season end? Regular season ends this year on October 1st. So we have all the way through September yet. So still a lot of time. Rays can come back. However, the Orioles are playing really good baseball. Let's check in on the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Reds have broken their winning streak against the Angels, where they swept the Angels. Then they lost 3 out of 4 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. 3-2, 10-8, then they won 8-7, and then they lost 5-2. They're now 6 games back of the Milwaukee Brewers and 2 games back of the Chicago Cubs, and that's important because of the wild card standings. I'll get to the division leaders in a minute, but I don't think that much has changed. So in the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies lead the Chicago Cubs in the wild card by 3.5 games. The Chicago Cubs have a half-game lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks. So right now, the Phillies, Cubs, and Diamondbacks all making playoffs in the wild card. Game and a half behind the Diamondbacks are the Giants and the Cincinnati Reds. So a little bit of gap there. On Friday, there were like 6 teams within a half game. Now it's kind of spread out a little more. Let's check in on the American. It's a little more dominant. So the Rays have a 6-game lead over everybody. They're in the first wild card position. The next 2 teams are tied, the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. Then 2.5 games behind them are the Toronto Blue Jays. And 2.5 games behind the Blue Jays and 4 games behind the Rangers and Astros are my beloved Red Sox, who just cannot figure it out this year. The standings in the American League division leaders are the Orioles, of course. The Twins have a healthy 6-game lead. And then the Seattle Mariners have come from nowhere. They are 9-1. They are the hottest team in baseball currently. Yes, even hotter than the Dodgers right now. 9-1. They have a 1-game lead now over the Rangers and the Astros. The Oakland Athletics, soon to be the Las Vegas Athletics, are the first team in Major League Baseball this season to be eliminated from the playoffs. The most dominant team in all of baseball in terms of division lead, well, it would actually be pretty close right now, would be the Atlanta Braves. Lead the Philadelphia Phillies by 12.5 games and are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Milwaukee Brewers, a little bit of a gap now. Like I said, 4 games over the Cubs, 6 games over the Reds. And then the Dodgers, they are really hot right now. They are 12 games ahead of the Arizona Diamondbacks and 13.5 games ahead of the San Francisco Giants. They had a great month of August. They're looking to continue that into September. However, best team right now in all of baseball record-wise would be the Atlanta Braves. Well, this episode was much better than the last. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. Don't forget to go follow us on Instagram at 4th and 1 Podcast. We did drop a new episode of the 4th and 1 Podcast Friday. It's a brilliant episode. Go take a listen to that, or don't. I'm not your dad. Brand new episode, hopefully Thursday. I'm going to try to get Admiral, you like that, to drop it a day early, because college football starts. So we're going to have a brand new episode for you this week. Week 1 is this week. Michigan is back. Georgia is back to defend their title. Ohio State, Michigan going to battle it out, hopefully for the Big Ten again. That's exciting stuff. And everybody's sleeping on the Washington Huskies. Until that time, until Wednesday, wash your hands, you filthy animal. God bless you all, and peace out.